What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Rest Hold Podcast, episode 14, brought to you by your boys Tanner Fred and me, Zach Foreman. Tanner, say what's up.
What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing good this week.
Average week of wrestling.
Average week. Nothing super exciting. Just your typical week, some would say.
Nothing big, but going strong into Crown Jewel.
But let's start it off the new way we start things off. If you guys like our content, interested in the channel, subscribe down below. Feel free to leave a comment, like. We didn't quite hit our 150 views we were hoping for last week.
We
but
fell up just a touch.
Just missed it. But, this week, 150, we'll get it. We are on Instagram and Twitter at resthold_pod, as well as on basically everywhere you can find podcasts, being Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you're interested in listening to this podcast in that medium.
Which, if you're here, you are interested.
Yes.
And thank you.
We appreciate it.
But now, the reason you're all here, a little wrestling content.
Yeah, hopefully a lot of wrestling content.
King of the Ring. Queen's Crown Tournament.
Yes.
So, when we last spoke with you all, they didn't announce a single person in the competition.
Yes.
And what did they do?
We're now in the semifinals.
Yes. So that's fine. Whatever. Get through the tournament. They put in Rey Mysterio. Jinder Mahal.
Yep.
Sami Zayn. Good. Finn Balor. Cesaro.
Yeah, I like Cesaro.
The thing I have a problem with, and maybe it was my own fault, it seemed too obvious that we were heading towards Kofi versus Xavier.
I thought so as well. I'm glad we didn't do that, though.
I am glad we didn't do it. But now, let me just pose a question for you. Finn Balor coming off a phenomenal showing.
What's funny is when I know exactly where you're going with this. And as we were talking before the episode about who we have to win it, I'm like, it's all roads lead to Xavier here.
Right.
But then I sat down and thought about it. And I'm like, he can't beat Finn. He can't beat Finn.
The way Finn wrestled against Roman Reigns, the head of the table, the guy in WWE
somehow.
And I don't even want to. I don't do the "you deserve." I don't love the "you deserve a" chant. But Finn is on another level.
It's not even about deserving it. It's reward your talent for doing their job very well.
He's on another level.
Yeah.
He was, and if you want the crown to mean something, not saying that King of the Ring won't mean something for these other guys, and it probably would be a good propel forward for their career. But if you want it to have prestige, you got to give it to a guy on that level.
And isn't his whole bit with the demons that he's the Demon King?
Yeah.
Isn't that his whole
Demon
gimmick?
King?
Yeah, right.
Balor. That's what it was, and then I don't know.
I think it was written on his leg or something when he was against Roman. So
maybe a little foreshadowing.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I think it'd be cool too if he had two different crowns.
Yeah,
one if he's a demon, a really messed up, crazy crown.
Yeah, again, too creative.
That'd be sick.
Definitely
way too creative.
But
that'd be sick. But Xavier's gonna win.
So we were talking again prior to the episode, running through some things, and the King of the Ring final has been announced for Crown Jewel.
Yes.
That raises one red flag for me.
Okay.
Jinder Mahal is a huge draw for Crown Jewel every time.
Yeah.
So you have him versus Xavier coming up, obviously at either tomorrow's or Friday's SmackDown or
probably on Raw.
Or Raw,
I guess.
Right? So Jinder's gonna lose before Crown Jewel.
That's an interesting point.
And I know that all signs are pointing to Xavier at least being in the finals because it's Crown Xavier, King Woods, the whole internet is all over that. But he has a major roadblock ahead of him because I didn't think anything of that until he beat Kofi.
Until he beat Kofi, yeah.
And then I was like, oh, they're doing this. Oh, they're doing this. And I mean, I don't know because you have Finn versus Sami Zayn on the other side, which is really good. But I almost think it doesn't matter. I think the Finn thing set aside for a minute, it seems like WWE really wants one of these other two to win.
Wanted somebody from the Raw side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah. I'm sure Finn and Sami Zayn will be a phenomenal match. I don't know if I can say the same about Kofi. Xavier and Jinder. No. The thing is, Xavier and either one of those guys would be a really good match too.
Yeah, Xavier's good. I think Jinder and Finn would honestly be pretty good too. But yeah, that is an interesting roadblock for Xavier, and to see what WWE values over there.
I think we all know what they value.
I think the answer. I think it's going to be Jinder.
Yeah, I don't think long-term booking is the value. I think the cash dollars, the decimals are the value, the commas.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Hopefully, we're all wrong. Hopefully, come Friday, come Monday, this is disproven, and then we're going into Crown Jewel with a great, King of the Ring finale.
Yeah. And then Queen's Crown, the other side, we had Natalya, we had Doudrop, we had Shayna, Dana Brooke, Carmella, Zelina Vega,
Toni Storm,
and Liv Morgan.
Yeah. So we're looking at Zelina versus Carmella.
Yes.
Which I hate to be this guy, but I'm going to be. I immediately stopped caring about the Queen's Crown tournament as soon as the first round ended. As sound as the first night of the first round ended.
I could not be more upset.
I'm so out on the Queen's Crown.
That happened. How that played out.
And look, I know I'm doing it again. I don't do the you deserve it. I don't do it. But Carmella has been in the main event picture for the last 2 years.
Here's the only thing that I'm a little more okay with if it happens is that's a credible win for Zelina if she were to be the one that advances.
Yeah.
So if their goal is to have Zelina win, that's not a bad second round.
Yeah.
Compared to Liv, where they're going to be naturally a little more like, oh, she's still young, she's still learning, blah, blah, blah. Where Carmella's a really credible win.
Yes. And no.
And then the other problem, as soon as that is disproven, is because Doudrop's going to be on the other side.
Yeah. Doudrop's. I actually predicted Doudrop winning the whole thing.
I think she's going to win too.
It just seems like that's where they're headed. She's
they really.
getting a lot of TV time, getting a good rub, I guess.
Yeah.
But just to revisit the Carmella thing, they had all the stars were aligning for a good Liv Morgan push again.
And even if you're not going to have her win, I think her and Toni would have just been such an interesting, fun match to see.
Especially you have two guys that two girls. I'm sorry that people are behind. People like a lot.
People like both of them a lot.
And that's not to say people don't like Carmella and Zelina. They do, but we get Carmella and Zelina every week anyway.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Toni Storm since she got called up. Pretty much.
I was more upset, honestly. It's funny. I was the most upset with Toni losing.
Really?
But I was the most okay with Zelina winning, even though it was the same match.
I see what you're saying. It just, you hate it had to be them.
Here's the thing. Just don't put Toni in the tournament.
I agree.
Just don't put her in, because she looked really good, in the match. Yeah. She was good. It's obvious that she's very good in the ring.
And maybe, she just got engaged, maybe taking some time off.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Or maybe it's just hey, you're on TV.
Yeah.
Get over it.
TV time is still time. It's
still time.
All time is good time.
All time is good time. So, I don't know. I didn't like it. I have no problem with, Zelina winning as, that statement. It was how it happened.
Beating Toni Storm, yeah.
Beating Toni. No reason for Carmella to win other than the thing that I stated before about the credible win.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. The whole... It's stupid. It was stupid, in my opinion.
It kind of just is par for the course with WWE
100%,
now.
100%.
They get behind people that... And, this is not to say Carmella's not talented or Zelina's not talented, but they like who they like. They utilize who they utilize without fail. It doesn't matter how repetitive it is or how many times we've seen the matchups before. They just go back to the well. So at this point, I'm not really surprised that it happened. Am I disappointed? Sure. Yeah. I would have loved to see...
Surprise is definitely not something in my emotions at the time.
Yeah. I would have loved to see Liv move on. I mean, the whole internet would have loved to see Liv move on.
100%.
I personally would have liked to see Toni move on, but again, Zelina is good. She deserves, a little ring time. So if this is how she gets it, okay. On the other side, Dana Brooke, look, I know you don't talk about a person's job like that on air for Corey Graves. But he's kind of right.
He's 100% right.
He's kind of right.
That's not the argument. He's right. And his statement is correct. You just don't. Your job as an announcer is to get them over, not to bury them. Unless you're purposely a heel announcer, which he's really not.
And especially not like that.
Especially not like that. No.
Totally. Oh, for those who don't know what we're talking about,
Yes.
which, if you're a fan of wrestling, I'm sure you do, Corey Graves was on the mic for commentary saying, eventually you just got to cut your losses. Sometimes you want to see people progress and they just don't, and you got to let them go. And then, instead of just insinuating what he meant, he went out to say, and that's what we have with Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
Like, he specifically, on commentary, said Dana Brooke needs to get let go.
Yeah, he basically said just fire her.
And, like, Corey, if you're friends with other female competitors who got let go, I'm sorry, but you don't do that.
Yeah, no, you don't do that.
You don't just talk about a woman's job like that.
Yeah, no, especially on air. Like, you say whatever you want behind the scenes. Like, that's on you.
Look, even if you did it on your podcast, right, where you're a little bit out of character.
That one's still not great because it's still on WWE.
But
production.
It's better than...
It's much better than live on the hot mic on Monday nights.
And then they revisit it on this week, this Monday, where Dana Brooke looks at him and, like, points him out and says, yeah, I'm working. Like, okay, but you're still working poorly.
You're still lost.
You should have just, like, not even addressed it and just 100%. Moved on.
Yeah. I don't know. Still messed up thing to do on Corey's part.
Yeah, very messed up.
Definitely need to be a little more professional than that.
Terrible stance. And he doesn't normally do that. Corey's
no, that was new.
Very,
that was very out of nowhere. I don't know. I mean, the only thing I can think of is, like, he's salty about Carmelo, but, like, what do you have to be salty about?
And now you guys are on the same brand. Like, what's even the problem?
Yeah, like, you have literally nothing to be upset about. Like, she's been in the main event for a while.
Yeah. Like, Dana Brooke's getting TV time. Like, what are you going to just have? You're going to give her a contract, let her get paid without having to work? Like,
yeah, like, I don't know what you're looking for there.
Yeah, what are you mad at? I don't know.
I don't know. It was weird. But...
Shayna Baszler beating her, not a surprise at all, whatsoever.
At all. No. I'm more surprised that the first round match wasn't Doudrop and Eva Marie.
Yeah,
shocking to me.
I really am surprised at that as well. Like, to just put Natalya in there to lose. Mm-hmm. Not that I care. Like, I'm glad Natalya lost. She's not the right person to move forward in that competition. Should not win. But, like, I thought for sure it was like, okay, versus Eva Marie. Again, though, we've seen that how many times already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was surprised that they didn't do it.
Revisit it.
Yeah, because they love going back to the well. So I was more surprised they didn't do it, to be honest.
Like we said last week's episode, I don't care about Shayna Baszler versus Doudrop.
No.
I do not
care.
No,
I don't care at all. Nope.
Like, that feud means nothing to me. I have zero... I mean, I said it earlier. I have zero interest in this tournament now.
Yeah, I mean, like, I like Zelina. That's really the only reason I'll keep watching. I'm a fan.
And if I'm a betting man, Zelina's not moving up.
No.
If I'm a betting man.
It'd probably be Carmelo and Doudrop.
Yeah.
I can see that.
And then Doudrop going over.
Yeah, 100%. So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. That's both of those
also
now
on the Saudi card.
Yeah, both of those matches are announced. The King of the Ring and the Queen's Crown tournament, both announced for Saudi.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
And then they become a mixed tag team. And no, okay. Yeah, nah. Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
No.
I can't even believe I put that into existence. They're gonna hear it.
I mean, Raw. Nothing crazy happened.
Raw was really slow this week.
Yeah, very slow.
Raw was rough.
The Bobby Lashley promo, like, okay.
I like Bob.
I love Bob, but this Goldberg
feud... I couldn't get behind the, now I have a license to kill.
Yeah,
like,
when
you're
Goldberg said that.
You're not killing him, dude. Yeah. Like, enough. Like, it's
no
stupid.
holds barred means
First of all,
I have
you couldn't
a
kill him.
license to kill.
Bobby would put you in the dirt.
You think I'm a psycho? I am.
Yeah, Goldberg gotta go, man.
Yeah, see
I'm
you later,
so over
Bill.
Goldberg. Like, it's time. Like, hang him up. Like, you're 60, man. Move on. Go do, like, I don't know. Go do, like, tap-out commercials.
Yeah, anything else?
Just find something else.
Paul Heyman groveling for the Tribal Chief.
Paul is so good.
my Tribal Chief.
He's so good. It's actually absurd.
It's insane how good Paul is.
Yeah.
There's not really a lot of other memorable things from the weekend of wrestling. Like, Friday...
Was Brock on this Friday? No, right?
No, he's scheduled for this upcoming.
Interesting.
Yeah, for Super SmackDown is this Friday, 2.5 hours.
Yes.
Make sure you guys remember that.
Yeah.
Set your DVRs.
8 to 10:30.
8 to 10:30.
On FS1 as well, by the way. Not on Fox, because I believe the playoffs.
Yes, MLB playoffs. Take precedent.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Red Sox.
I'm trying to think of anything else from Raw or SmackDown that really caught my attention.
Raw, not really. Austin Theory picking up a W.
Austin Theory, and then getting a selfie off with Big E.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
Is Austin
loved
Theory
it.
To the moon?
I loved it. It was out of nowhere and weird, but I loved it.
A notable absentee from Raw, my guy Karrion Kross here.
Yes. I don't think they're going to do anything with him until after the draft.
Karrion Kross missing, Keith Bearcat Lee missing.
I think all of that's on purpose. And I don't mind it, to be honest.
Debut a little bit stronger. Well,
not even that. Like, I'd love to have him on, of course. Mm-hmm. But, like, there's so much going on.
Yeah.
Especially with, like, the 4 matches thrown in for the tournaments.
Yeah.
Like, just a lot to do.
Yeah. It did feel like the episodes were sloppy this week.
Yeah. Even SmackDown wasn't that good.
And SmackDown's the A show.
Yeah. NXT was the best show again.
Yep. NXT again.
Really good.
Braun Breaker just has it.
Yeah, he's
just
incredible.
has it.
He's really, really good.
Every time the guy comes on the camera, he has it.
He's very, very good. He's going to be an absolute star for them.
Yeah, has it.
Yep, he's good. Tony
D'Angelo's
he's another
hilarious.
Guy I think is really good.
He's what was his name? Mike? Good guy.
Mark something?
Oh, yeah, Mark.
Yeah,
Mark. Good guy. You hear him pounding the trunk.
Yeah,
awesome.
The car shaking.
So funny.
Yeah.
Tony D is funny, man.
Yeah, Tony's good. Can't stand The Last Legend. Maybe I'm just missing it.
No,
That's
the
just
show.
Not for me.
I think the initial one was kind of okay. This
one
was
bad.
Terrible.
Really
so
bad.
Who else is at home singing Hit Row?
No one.
Nobody.
Nobody's at home
Literally
Hit
no
Row.
one.
Only except for Nada. He probably is. But other than that, I don't think anybody else is. Carmelo Hayes, your new North American champion.
Carmelo Hayes.
After Swerve.
After a phenomenal match.
Really, really good.
Which we have been saying this the whole time. That Swerve is so freaking talented.
He's very good.
He's so good, and then throwing him in with Hit Row just ruined it.
Yeah, I feel like it takes him down a little bit. I mean, I guess not, because got him on the main roster, so, like, what can you really say?
Right. You can't complain too much, but he's so freaking good.
He's very good.
And then, like, I'm so concerned, because I don't know if you guys saw the SmackDown preview for Hit Row.
Vignettes, even.
The guy does not seem to be Swerve.
No.
They seem to be going with Ashanti the Adonis.
And, yeah, so the two people in the middle were...
B-Fab
and Ashanti.
And I don't want to put too much to that, but when you're...
That's on purpose. That's not an accident.
Yeah, but when your leader is supposed to be Swerve, and it was Swerve, and your most talented wrestler in the group and most talented superstar in the group is Swerve, you should be focusing on Swerve.
And the problem is also that, like, B-Fab stinks.
B-Fab.
And you know what? I have no problem with giving her time to develop. Because, first of all, she should not be on SmackDown.
No.
The other 3 of them could probably hold their own. And it's not like a knock on her. She's just not ready yet.
The thing is, she's not ready at all.
No, not
she's not in the ring ready. No. She's not on the mic ready.
She's not like a top 10 female wrestler on NXT.
No, she's not. She's not even... she's nowhere near character ready.
No.
Where, like, what's his... Top Dollar... He's at least mic ready, and he's a big guy.
Yeah.
Ashanti the Adonis has the look. He's mic ready. He's athletic as all hell.
Mm-hmm.
And Swerve is very ready.
Swerve's been ready.
Yeah, Swerve is ready.
He's been ready for a little while.
But like, B-Fab has nothing to offer except being a part of Hit Row.
Yeah. She would not have gotten over by herself.
No, not even close.
And the problem is, and this is horrible to say, she'll probably not be in the company in a year or two. Because what's going to happen is they're eventually going to break them up, like they're doing all main roster things, and she's not going to be able to keep herself afloat up there unless they send her back.
That is kind
unless there's some kind of major development, and I hope there is. Like, I don't want to see anybody lose their job. But like that's the storyline that's been happening.
I could see that, like, maybe she doesn't touch the ring at all. She's just like a valet, and then just training, and that's fine. That's how it should be. I
would be okay with that if she's never in the ring.
But if they put her in the ring,
she's gonna get embarrassed.
So bad. And this isn't NXT. Like, this isn't 500,000 viewers. This is SmackDown. This is 1 point something million. Like, people are gonna see that and turn it off.
100%.
And then that's bad for business. Fox will be unhappy. I will be unhappy.
She's not better than Toni Storm. Not better than Liv. Not better than anyone in the tournament.
She's not better than anyone in the tournament. She's probably, and this is going to be like, she's worse than Eva Marie. Like, Eva Marie is better at least on the mic.
She's definitely better on the mic.
And, like, in the ring, they're probably the same.
They're probably pretty close. I might give the edge to B-Fab a little bit. But the character thing is so much bigger for Eva Marie.
I don't know if I would. Like, I don't know
if I would. It is close.
They're both very bad.
Not good at all.
So, I mean, we'll see how that plays out. NXT is, of course, the A show.
Yep.
Like, they're just killing it. Mm-hmm. Chase University.
Chase University is great.
Andre Chase went from being somebody I was like, I can't get behind this guy. And nothing he's doing is good. To Chase University being one of my favorite segments. It's phenomenal. Like, of the week.
It's really, really good. I love it so much. It's so funny every time. And I like that they're just letting him go.
Yeah, they need to let him keep doing that, too, because it's funny.
Yeah,
because that's how
funny.
people would react.
100%.
Like, that's real. That's like an authentic reaction
100%.
to an insecure person freaking out.
I like to think that they just don't tell him the questions.
Yeah.
And just let him go.
Just improv.
Yeah.
Total improv.
Yeah, they're going to ask you a question and you're going to respond.
And when you see Steve, dude, it's good.
It's good.
Man.
It's really good.
It's
Chase
really
good.
I'll be in a Chase U crew neck soon enough.
Wow. Even with his feud with Odyssey Jones.
Look, I'm an Odyssey guy, obviously, through and through.
Yeah, but that Chase U,
but a Chase
varsity
U
jacket that's dropping this weekend.
Yeah, I'm a student enrolled in Chase U. Let me tell you.
But yeah, NXT was good.
That'll be a fun match. Chase.
Yeah, it will be. It will be a good
Odyssey.
match. Grizzly Young Veterans versus Ciampa and Braun Breaker will be another good match.
So it will be a phenomenal match.
Grizzly Young Veterans will lose
again.
Yes.
To the team that got thrown together.
Yes.
Unless. I know
there's dissension.
But the thing is, they're making Braun a face. So, like, he's a face, but wants...
He's like an anti-hero.
Yeah, he's like a face, but wants the title, which is what we said is, like, something that's good.
You can be an aggressive face.
Right, like, and that's kind of what he is. Because he's saying, Ciampa, I'll fight with you until the end because I want you at your best so I can
beat
take...
the crap out of you. Yeah.
Which is, like, that's a face thing
to do. That's not heel. It's not like, hey, I'm going to let you get beat down. That's almost like a
Cena-esque kind of face thing to say.
Yeah.
So, I don't think that they'll have Braun like beat up Ciampa in the match.
No, I don't think so either.
So that means Grizzly Young Veterans are going to lose.
100%.
Just get thrown in against
which is a shame.
Yeah.
And I guess like whatever keeps you on TV.
Yes.
But at the same time, man, like these guys are good. Like you got to give them something here.
Very pumped for Imperium to take the tag titles. When they take the tag titles, not if. When.
I hope they do.
Is this Halloween
That's
Havoc?
all I'll say. I hope they do. That's all I got.
So they threw together Halloween Havoc on us. There's a few matches outstanding, I guess.
What do we have solidified?
We have the men's championship.
Yes.
We have the women's
Tommaso
championship.
and Braun Breaker. And then we have Raquel and Mandy Rose. And then we have a triple threat tag match between Io Shirai and Zoe Stark, Indy, and whatever that other girl's name is.
Persian Parada.
Gigi Dolan and whatever that other girl's name is in Toxic Attraction. I could not tell you.
Yes.
And then Imperium and MSK.
Yep. Well, I think that's on Halloween.
I don't know if they ever announced it officially, but it probably will be. If not, Halloween Havoc soon.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it for right now. And I don't think there's any other side feuds going on.
Yeah, and that's that. Let's
jump right into our
Crown Jewel 2021 predictions.
So for the next episode, will be
a recap
of Crown Jewel because we'll end up watching it on Thursday,
and then
recording
Thursday
and then posting.
Afternoon. Yeah. So it'll be kind of our instant
it'll be real
reaction.
fresh reactions.
Yeah, so look forward to that one. That'll be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But now let's get into it.
I'll start from the bottom.
Yeah, start from the bottom up.
We got Monsoor versus Mustafa Ali.
This is an easy one.
I got Monsoor. I think so.
This is an easy one. Mansoor, another guy, super over in Saudi.
Oh, I forgot they're Saudi. Yeah, Mansoor for sure.
Super over in Saudi.
Yeah, definitely Mansoor. Not even much more to say about that.
The feud, I feel like, was rushed to get to Crown Jewel, which is unfortunate because they could have had them win a little bit more before Ali went full nuclear. You stink. You have nothing. You're nobody. You're a loser. Yeah. Like, that was the inevitable outcome. Mm-hmm. But you could have developed it a little bit more.
100%. But I mean, it's
I don't hate it.
Terrible. They were a tag team for a while. I'll give them that.
A little bit longer than
I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They will be good. This will
That'll be a good match. Yeah, it'll be a very good match.
It'll be
if they give them time, it'll be really good.
One of the underrated matches on the card, but it'll be good.
Yes.
Even if they get 10 minutes, 12 minutes.
Yes.
We spoke about the King of the Ring and Queen's Crown already.
So we got Doudrop and who is your official guess for the King?
My official guess is still Jinder Mahal.
I'm gonna go Finn.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't know who beats Finn unless something happens.
I just want to preface it with I hope I am wrong.
Yes.
I very much hope
we'll put in like official results. I mean our guesses like on Instagram and probably Twitter too.
Yes.
Once we actually know
who's in the finals. But of the final four, I can very much see WWE just saying Jinder Mahal.
I can see that too. Raw Tag Team Championship. We got RK Bro and then the Phenomenal Omos. I think RK retains. I think RK Bro retains. I don't see any seeds of dissent yet.
I think RK Bro retains as well. but I'm starting to hope they move on.
Yeah.
My analysis.
Are they both still on Raw?
I don't know. Actually, I don't remember.
I think
on
they
the
are.
Draft.
I think they are.
Yeah, I think so too. But
yes, they are because Finn's coming to Raw and they tweeted at each other. Him and AJ.
You got it. My analysis of RK Bro was, I only like when Randy talks.
Yes.
I have officially gotten to the point where I am over.
Hey, Randy.
Yeah, I'm over it. It was funny. It's still sometimes funny, but I don't want that as my champion anymore. I'm over it.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is like they don't really use tag teams on Raw.
No.
If you're not in the feud, you're not on TV.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully that changes soon.
The inevitable outcome of this feud is Randy versus Riddle as well. So like same as Monsoor and Ali, it's Randy and Riddle at some point.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm ready for it to be like tomorrow.
Yes. It will probably be not till TLC.
I would love if they just took Riddle, maybe had him get his ass kicked by Randy, and then he came back and was serious. Like, you know what? All this like fooling around and like being like chill all the time doesn't work. Like, I actually have to put the work in. Like, if I want to be Randy, I have to train and work like Randy.
That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. I also think it would be cool though if they keep him at least to Survivor Series, because I'd like to see like, because Randy would kind of go at it with Roman too if he's going at it with the Usos.
So you want the feud, them to stay together for the Survivor Series and hope that Randy versus Roman happens.
No,
well, not like even happens,
it had to happen. Just like
interactions.
Those like interactions I think would be a lot of fun because we haven't seen that in a while.
I would like that too.
I don't have a better tag team on Raw is also my point.
Yeah, because the New Day's on SmackDown.
Yes, they got moved.
Street Profits?
They are on Raw. But how many times are we going to do that?
A lot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
A lot. They do everything like that.
No, it's a good point. And I guess you kind of already have it built in because what's his name fought Roman not that long ago. Yeah, no, it's going to happen. Never mind.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
but maybe not. Maybe not.
It will.
All right, we'll see.
Edge and Seth.
Yeah, this is going to be
in a cell.
I mean, this is match of the card. I don't even think it's up for debate.
Yes, I think it is.
You can almost tell when, and I mean, no offense.
Real quick before we get into this, this card has more stipulations than Extreme Rules. Carry on.
Yes, it does. But not to like discredit Edge because he's old. He's the neck injury. It's real serious. But you can almost tell when they're gearing up for a big match with Edge because he's off TV.
Yeah, they're giving him time.
And he is going to be so ready for this.
Yes.
Him and Seth, I mean, this is the end of the feud.
This is it. There's nothing left after
They're ending it with a Hell in a Cell. I hope Seth wins. I think Seth needs to win because Edge can kind of just be Edge and get by. Like, being Edge has a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So, like, if he loses, he can come back and it's still Edge. You know what I mean? If Seth loses, he comes back and, sure, Seth is a superstar right now, but, like, he's lost a lot.
And he moves to Raw. He falls with Edge, by the way. He falls pretty far down the totem pole.
Yes. But this match is going to be phenomenal.
Really, really good.
Like, I hope they get, like, 25, 30 minutes because they're going to tear it up.
I'm going to pick Seth as well. Just hope they made the right choice.
Yeah, I'm taking Seth, but, again, I will be disappointed if Seth loses.
I think I will as well.
Like, I'm trying to, like, I love Edge, but I think in terms of, like, the story and moving forward, I think Seth needs this.
I believe as well. I think what's funny, too, just a little not anecdote, wrong word, but a little insert. So Edge, if he takes a stomp, he dies.
Yeah.
But can be inside Satan's playground for 25 plus minutes, and that's fine.
Well,
that won't kill him, but the stomp.
It's the immediate impact on the neck,
No.
Driving it, that's Satan's playground, but the curse.
What if I throw him into a cage? That's fine.
Yeah.
But a stomp.
Well, he selected it, so I guess he's ready.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Does he have a neck brace he's going to wear?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Imagine he falls through the top. They revisit that, huh?
No, he would die.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so but he could take it, though, because it's...
No. I could definitely see Seth, like, falling, not off the top, but off the cage through a table or something.
That spot he did with Dean that one
time? Something like that. Yeah. But, I don't know. It'll be fun. It'll be a really good match. No holds barred.
Hold on.
Oh.
Curb stomp ends it?
Yeah, it has to. Gotta be one. No more than one.
Just one, yeah.
Yeah, you can't do two, because then it ruins everything. It ruins everything you've built up to this point. It has to end with one curb stomp.
Yeah, I hope you're right.
Or a concerto.
I remember when this happened, I thought they were gonna stip a concerto match. Like you only lose via concerto.
Yeah.
Like
I really wish they would have.
That would have been.
The problem
insane.
is it fell off. It didn't become as important as it originally was in the feud.
And then with Edge not being on TV for a few weeks, you kind of lose the luster. But Hell in a Cell
could have done it though, because you could have had just like Seth concertoing people backstage.
And if they just keep running the recap video like they do every week, still would have.
No, literally, if you just have like every week, Seth's getting more and more unhinged and just like finding new people backstage to concerto. You could have ran it, but I like Hell in a Cell too.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yes. No holds barred.
License to Kill match.
Yeah, the match that won't end until someone's dead.
Oh,
Goldberg
boy.
and Rob Lash.
I hope that this match is 3 minutes.
Oh no.
Of Bobby just.
This match is gonna be like 20 minutes.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
They wouldn't have made it no holds barred.
Yeah, they are, because it's just gonna be like Goldberg gets a chair and then beats up Bobby and Bobby loses.
I mean, yeah, Bobby's definitely losing, 100%.
Like,
and I think he's gonna be pinned by Gage. Personally.
But that doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. But they'll figure it out. No, they'll figure it out. If this could end with like Bob having Goldberg and Gage in the Hurt Lock at the same time, I think I'd probably stop watching wrestling, because I don't think they could ever do better than that.
You know
that'd be the peak for me.
You know how Bob dominated Kofi?
Yeah,
and
dominated.
Just ragdolled him?
Yeah.
He should do that to Goldberg.
He should do that to
It should be to Goldberg.
Yeah.
And that should be the last we ever see of Goldberg.
See, this is the problem that they have, and it's stupid too, because like even if Goldberg could lose the next 7 times you have him on TV, fans will still tune in and show up when you put him on the next time.
Yep.
He doesn't have to win. It doesn't matter him winning anymore.
But you know
Bobby losing is really bad for his character.
You're not the Almighty if you lose to Goldberg.
60-year-old Goldberg.
You're not. You're just not.
You're not. You're no longer the Almighty. You're back to.
About falling down.
Just get your headband back. Get your armbands back. Just go back to that gimmick. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Go back to Lana.
Yeah, you're done. Rehire Lana.
Yep. Like, you talk about how falling from the Raw Power rankings, like
100%.
Seth losing to Edge, you fall down a little bit. Bobby losing to Goldberg, you might as well not be on the roster.
Yeah, you're done. Yeah,
you're not touching the main event picture again.
For a long time.
Well, at least not believable. Like, not without insulting every fan that's watching TV.
It would be terrible.
Like, I'm sure they would force it.
100%.
But everyone would be out on it.
Yes.
You can't have it happen. Goldberg stinks. He's old. He's not going to be on TV every week.
Nope.
So you're going to sacrifice the Almighty to have Goldberg get a win?
Goldberg probably won't back till the earliest the Rumble, more likely Mania.
And Saudi doesn't give a rat's ass
about Goldberg
if Goldberg wins.
No.
They want to see him.
Yes.
They want to see the entrance, the theatrics.
They don't care if he wins.
That they do not care.
Yeah.
They just don't. You know what happens when people see Bobby Lashley in person? They freak out because he's literally chiseled out of stone.
He's a monster.
Like, any casual fan in Saudi that doesn't know Lashley will love Lashley right away.
100%.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
So they need...
Especially when he calls down lightning from the sky. Like Thor.
Goldberg killing The Fiend was bad.
Really bad.
Goldberg killing the Almighty would be worse.
No. Yes. I disagree. I can't agree with that. I'm sorry.
I agree. I
cannot agree with that. I'm sorry.
I'm putting that out there as my hot take. Because The Fiend, at least you're like an extra being. And
doesn't matter.
I mean, he made it back. He did make it back.
After how long, though?
Bobby is just Bobby, though.
I guess.
So, like, Bobby losing, you don't have, like, some supernatural power to rely on to come back.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do. I really don't know what you do if Bobby loses. I really don't know what you do. But I'm still picking Goldberg.
And I'm almost so concerned about this that the Hurt Business is going to come out and Bobby's still going to lose.
100%.
The Hurt Business is going to come out. Goldberg's going to beat up Shelton, Cedric, and Bobby.
Yes.
Gage is going to beat up Shelton.
Probably. Probably hit like a running clothesline.
Of all the matches that I know are going to get me the most, this is the one.
This is one that's going to get me furious.
And then, you know what the problem is? This is going to be maybe right before the title matches.
I don't know.
It's going to be close because Goldberg is a big draw for them, so they're not going to want to waste that.
I see this starting the match, the card.
You know, but if that starts the card, I'm gonna be out of the card for so many matches.
But it's because you have 3.5 high quality matches on here that people are gonna tune into.
It better not go on before Edge and Seth because I'll be so disappointed.
The problem is you can't really. It's tough. It's a good card because they're not gonna disrespect the women.
No, I mean the SmackDown.
Roman's last. Roman's 100% last.
It's Roman and Brock. It's last.
That's last.
It's last.
Right before that, it's probably going to be the triple threat.
You think they go on after Drew and Big E?
Yeah. The problem. No. Here's honestly what I think happens. I think it's this is what I would do.
You'd start with Big E.
I would start with Goldberg. I would start with Goldberg and Bobby. Then I would do Monsoor in the pre-show.
Mm-hmm.
I would do Goldberg and Bobby. Then I would do the tag. Then I would do both of the finals. Then I would put on Big E and Drew. Then I'd put on the women, then Edge, then Roman.
No, disagree. Because Roman and Brock are going to deliver. They're not going to deliver like Seth and Edge. So you can't have them go on second to last.
All right, so who you...
I don't know what I
Then you'd have to go the Hell in a Cell, the women.
Yeah, I think that...
Or you go the Hell in a Cell, the WWE Championship, then the women, then Roman.
So I guess you're right because you're not going to have that far out on the card.
That's the problem. Yeah. Is it really going to be that? But I mean,
I don't know.
We said the same thing about their match at SummerSlam, and that was pretty far out in the card. It's pretty middle of the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I really don't know.
But it's Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You would think. That's the thing. Anyway, Goldberg.
That's it. Yeah, Goldberg. My pick is unfortunately Goldberg.
SmackDown Women's Championship triple threat match. Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks. I'm going big time Bex. I think she wins. Because I think her and Charlotte are going to unify the belts as Survivor Series.
Yeah.
I do
because
not
if you have
see Bianca winning.
You can't have Sasha take the belt to SmackDown.
No.
Because then you have both belts on SmackDown. It's just a mess. Unless they're going to just unify the belts on a SmackDown, which they're not going to do.
No, because they care too much about Survivor Series.
Bianca beating Becky is bad for Becky.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca pinning Sasha is bad for Sasha.
I feel like Bianca has to take this pin.
I think that Becky pinning Sasha is okay. I don't think that Becky pinning Bianca again is okay.
I think that's the most okay. Because if Sasha loses...
She can't go and
you can't go fight Charlotte.
And if you beat Bianca, if Becky beats Bianca, it at least just...
It ends that feud.
Yeah.
And that's fine. We don't need to see that again.
Oh, man, it's really unfortunate.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough.
Unfortunate. Yeah. Not really any of these women can take a loss right now.
The only way I would be okay with Sasha losing is if Charlotte does something. Because triple threat, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So that I'd be okay with.
I'm shocked that they didn't make it a fatal four-way already.
Nah, because it doesn't make sense. Because then it defeats... They can't do that before Survivor Series.
Yeah, because then you have to unify the belt.
You need to split them up again before Survivor Series.
I don't know, man. I guess you're right. I guess I'm going to go with Becky as well.
Yeah, I'm going Becky.
Because talking through it, I can't see an outcome necessarily where Bianca winning makes sense unless they want Bianca versus Charlotte. But, the bigger draw is Becky versus Charlotte.
100%.
That's the match.
Draw, yeah.
That is the match. And it's the new arena in New York.
It's everything. Yeah.
It's the match.
I think so.
Yeah.
So I'm going Becky.
Big time
Bex. The man comes around once again.
The manhandle slam.
The WWE Championship match. Big E. Drew McIntyre.
While this match will be great.
It's Big E.
It's Big E.
100%. No questions asked. It's Big E.
It's just Big E.
I also could not care less about this match.
The feud is not interesting.
The feud stinks.
At all.
The feud literally stinks.
It was so forced just to get these two guys on Crown Jewel.
100%. This feud stinks.
Couldn't care less about the feud. The match will deliver. They're two very talented guys. I mean, Drew a little bit more so. But, whatever.
The only thing that they did, and I'm surprised they did it because I think it was very good storytelling, was this Monday, was they got me a little more invested by having the Usos come out and, kind of planning that descent for Roman. Yeah, we don't want these guys on the same. We want these guys to beat the hell out of each other.
And then they did.
And it worked. Because Roman's the ultimate opportunist.
Like, it's funny that all stories lead back to Roman.
Yeah, no,
like,
it literally does. Roman literally is WWE.
The Usos come out and, like, they're backstage. Nah, bro, we're going to get them to fight each other. Come on, Us. Duh. Yeah. Like, duh. And then, like, I'm sitting there like, duh. And then all the fans are like, duh. And then, of course,
they do it.
Without fail, they do it.
They do it.
And, you know, they're two big guys. They're going to be physical. It's going to be an aggressive match. They're going to beat the hell out of each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's going to be Big E.
Yes, Big E. Doesn't make sense for Drew.
I don't even know if it's a question. It's going to be Big E. Because you know what they're going to do is they're just going to revisit Drew and Roman after Survivor Series.
Because think about this. Imagine if Drew wins. Imagine if Sasha wins. You just leave Raw without a belt.
A lot of belts on SmackDown.
I mean, I think that would be a fun story for
WWE.
Moving into Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm. It would be awful for USA.
Oh, terrible. Maybe not. Funny enough, maybe not. Because I feel like it would force Raw to be better. You'd have to be a better product.
You don't have a single belt.
But that's the point. Now you're forced to be better. Because now it's leading into Survivor Series. You have this Raw vs. SmackDown thing, and we don't have any belts, guys. Like, someone would have to step up and be like, hey, guys, we don't have any freaking belts. Like, what are we doing here? Because then you have on SmackDown and be like, yeah, this is going to basically them just being like, oh, yeah, this is an all SmackDown pay-per-view now, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's a good story.
Chirping the whole time. Yeah.
The whole time. It's like, oh, yeah, this is an all SmackDown pay-per-view now. It would just force Raw to be better. They'd never do it.
It's not going to happen.
No, it's not.
But it would be funny.
It'd be a cool story.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's Big E.
Yeah, it's Big E.
It's Big E.
It's Big E.
Like, it's not even up for debate.
I'm the most confident about that one.
Yeah, I think that is the only lock of the night, actually.
Yes. Other than Monsoor, probably.
Yeah, other than...
I'm pretty locked in on Monsoor.
Probably Monsoor. The King of the Ring can go anywhere. Queen of the Ring can go... Queen's Crown can go anywhere. Seth and Edge can go either way. They could get Bobby right. Doubt it.
Good. SmackDown Women's Championship, I honestly have no idea. I mean, I went Becky just because I feel like that's the most logic way we talked out.
That's us trying to think through, like, future booking, but I literally have no clue.
Literally no idea.
I'm taking Becky because it makes sense, and the match after this would be Becky and Charlotte, which is huge, but I don't know.
Yep.
Don't know. Big E is a lock. Is a lock.
Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, your Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world.
We the ones, Oos.
Versus the Beast Incarnate. The mayor of Suplex City.
Yeah, but Roman
Brock
is the suplexer.
Lesnar. Terrible shirt.
The suplexer?
Awful shirt.
Spooky season.
So bad.
Come on.
Anyway.
Look, I'm going Roman.
You know what's crazy?
No, don't do it.
I don't want to do it, but part of me is telling me to do it.
Don't do it.
And you know why? You know why I want to do it?
Because you love chaos?
No, I think it's a fair argument. Last time we were talking about betting against Roman, what was my analogy? Do you remember? No. Who do you not bet against?
Bama.
And guess what Bama did? They lost.
Ooh. A&M.
A&M, unranked.
Don't get rich
unranked
against Bama.
And for that reason, I'm going Roman Reigns.
Because you still
don't bet against Bama.
No, look, man. Brock is the guy. If anyone was gonna do it, it would be Brock.
But he's not gonna do it.
Nobody's gonna do it. If the Demon Finn didn't do it,
honestly, it's not even Brock that's making me think it might do it. It's Paul. It's literally Paul.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Because I could see Paul just being Paul, and he's in cahoots still this whole time.
I almost what do I think about this? Because let me just talk you through what's going on.
Sure.
A mile a minute in my head.
Of course.
Is it so obvious that Paul is still in cahoots with Brock that he is in cahoots with Brock?
Or it's so obvious that he's not?
That everyone sees it that he's not. I don't know what to think.
Yeah, I really don't know. That's what's so good about Paul.
It is. It is so good about Paul. Paul is the best character going.
Yeah.
Him and the Tribal Chief.
Yeah.
But look, guys, Roman Reigns. I say it every week. It took me to get to 45 minutes to say it here, but Roman Reigns is the best professional wrestler on the planet today.
Yes, he is.
He's doing the best work of his career. He's a mega draw. He's a mega star. You walk out, we the ones, Oos. He doesn't even talk half the time. He throws his hand up and everybody in the crowd right there with him. You're not taking the belt off Roman Reigns, not even for Brock Lesnar.
I don't think you can. I really don't think you can.
Look, maybe Brock Lesnar gets the advantage on him, right? Maybe he is winning. This is not no DQ. Who's to say the Usos don't come out and just save Roman?
Yeah.
Who's to say that?
Yeah.
The end result is going to be Roman Reigns leaving with that championship.
Yeah, I gotta go with that as well, with Roman retaining.
This is kind of the same thing that I'm saying about Goldberg. Like, Saudi doesn't care if Brock wins.
No, they don't.
Yeah. And like Brock Lesnar doing I'm the hottest free agent, that's just so he gets this match with Roman and then can just go to Raw and be a star on Raw.
I think it is.
And beat Big E, because that's like gonna happen.
I think him beating Big E at probably the Rumble.
The Rumble, or he wins the Rumble again.
I hope not.
Or not even again.
No, he hasn't won in a while.
But just wins the Rumble. Look, guys, it's all the stars are aligning for Roman to retain. Like, I'm taking Roman to retain. Mm-hmm. But, WWE does WWE things.
They do WWE things.
And a very classic WWE thing is to just, when in doubt, put the belt on Brock Lesnar.
That is a very good point.
But I don't know if they're in doubt.
I don't know if we've had a champ like this in the time that Brock has really been back. I know the first time is a little different, but like this recent run, probably since like this when he came back and destroyed Cena.
I'm actually trying to think of a champion who's been as good as Roman in like recent memory. Like outside of obviously
define as good.
So look, I don't want to say John Cena, right? Because everyone knows John Cena. When you think WWE, even to this day, you still think John Cena. But that's like a different kind of champion, because like he's a standard bearer kind of champion, right? I'm saying the character Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. Like, I can't remember having a champion this good, because this is better than Authority Seth.
Yeah, it probably is. That was the one that came to mind
that's
first.
the only one that I think is even close in recent memory. I mean, he's far better than The Miz.
Yeah.
The Almighty was good, but not even close
really
to
good,
this.
But
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of
Drew
one.
McIntyre was pretty boring. Like,
yeah,
he's fun, he's
wasn't
very
his fault
talented,
either.
but he's just pretty boring.
Yeah, he's just a little too the same thing every single time.
Randy kind of is the same champion every time he's champion.
Yeah, 100%. Randy's just the same character now
So
at this point.
very good, but not as captivating.
You know exactly what you're getting with Randy.
I just...
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head. I have to really look.
I just don't know. I don't see it happening.
The only one that might have been better, but they never got him the belt, would have been The List. But they never got him the belt.
So that was a very good, like, I guess almost like arc of character. And they were, the U.S. title you said, right? That's what it was?
Well, Jericho had the U.S. title, and Kevin Owens had the Universal Championship.
But it wasn't.
But they took it off him, and then made that feud about the the U.S. Championship.
Yeah. So that was a good one. The List was definitely a good one, but I almost think because that was Jericho, it's more, mid-card feud than it is.
Oh, yeah, else because it was never about that belt. They never got into that belt.
So I still think, man, I really can't think of any. I'm thinking hard. And
yeah, I would have to do a lot of thinking.
Like, better than The Miz, obviously, better than Ziggler.
Yeah. Ziggler hasn't been in a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to think back. Long time. Yeah, I'm trying to, really think back.
I don't know. I'd have to look. I'd really have to look.
Yeah, I don't know. But Roman Reigns, man, he's on fire.
Yeah.
And Brock, we all know how Brock is. Like, even if he signed this mega contract, he's not going to be on TV every week.
Mm-hmm. No, he's not. No, he never is.
So they're going to deliver a great match. Mm-hmm. And even with all the outside factors of, Brock being a free agent, Brock doing X, Y, and Z, Roman's winning.
Yep.
Brock will be off TV for a little bit.
Yep.
He'll come back for the Raw title.
Yes. Yes, he will.
That's that.
That's it. All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Yep, a little short this week.
Yeah, trying to keep it a little bit shorter. See maybe if that'll help us out.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Subscribe.
Like,
the stuff.
Follow on socials. All that.
All the usual jazz.
Peace.